VHS. My name's Steve. We're kind of in the corner of the office. Figured we'd be in a new spot for today. I'm going to rotate, just a little bit. A lot more NECA, since today is very NECA themed with the way the unboxing is going to be. Do gotta adjust something on the fly here. Hide all. No, we definitely want all the messages to be shown all the time. Hey, Zilla Productions, how's it going today? Just got a shipment of some action figures in. So mainly we'll be going over. Heck yeah. So we got, 4 people here now? First one talking, that's for sure. Hey, Grimlock. I got my last Ronin Raphael. Just came in. We also got the foot soldiers. Let's say I can't remember if they have a different name for these ones. I'm just going to call them the foot soldiers, at least for right now. Then Brain of Figure Arts got the new Yor in the casual outfits from Spy Family. Oh, you're getting the Tigrex? Sweet. It looks cool. I kind of gave up trying to get the Monster Hunter figures, but it's still a neat figure to say the least. It's kind of weird that, it's one thing when you're streaming with the phone is you try to set up the chat so it shows it all the time. It still disappears randomly. Oh, you get the Playmate Shimo, I'm assuming. Also gonna open these up because these are from a previous stream, but I never actually opened them. So we have the Chrysanthemum from the Black Series. Also have the Turbo Red Ranger hanging out here. Hey, Lady Draco. Look kind of pink. It could just be because of all the lighting around here. I'm also kind of tired. Could also be it too. And then I got this thing, and the only reason... Oh, sweet. Customized it. The only reason I got this is literally for also customizing purposes because it's a red jumpsuit. And I'm hoping that Jason have a look okay on it. Which actually, I'm going to open this thing first because why not? Yeah, I was going to say we got, a couple weeks? So I'm kind of excited for that. My wife wants to try to check out the Ghostbusters movie on the same day, so going to see both of them. It does kind of look like Orlando Bloom. I was actually thinking about canceling this order because I'm like, God, do I really need it? I haven't really been customizing the figures all that much lately. But might as well. It was originally a Target exclusive, or early access, whatever they want to call it. And then I ended up getting it off Big Bad because they had them in stock. So I was like, well, they had it from the side of Greg. So that's the head that comes on the figure. Man, that hurts my feelings. I could easily make this me. It's just the beard needs to be a little redder. And it would work almost too well. Hey, Spinal. Thankfully, the head popped off real easy. So, curious. Oh, the head might be the head is a little smaller. Yeah, it's from Hawkeye. Hoping. Because usually some of the Marvel figures I've gotten away with. The heads are almost all the ball joints are usually the same. This one seems kind of large. And also the neck seems surprisingly big on it. Though I imagine once I fix the ball joint here and it's sitting pretty low or sitting lower, it won't look too bad. To be honest, I think that works pretty well for me. I still never finished it. We started watching it and just never really got around to getting to the end of it. So yeah, I'm gonna definitely have to do some shaving. I also just realized this Jason head has like a chunk of plastic missing out of the bottom. Odd indeed. Okay. I guess if you want to see the other accessories out of this, like I mentioned, this is pretty much bought to be butchered. But it does come with some random accessories. Because here's your Orlando Bloom head. Get the Max head. Which again kind of gives me some fodder. You get a baseball bat. Get a Molotov cocktail. Somebody's having fun up there. Got the crowbar. Somebody's having way too much fun up there. And a machete. Oh, there's even more. Okay, I'm not that upset about buying this because it also comes with a golf club, so you get a bunch of accessories to go along with some other figures. I don't know really what I need them for, at least off the top of my head. The cocktail's kind of cool. Because it's like I kind of had a lot of these accessories just from like NECA figures. Hanging around. But then again, Spawn could always use more things. So it's probably where a lot of this is going to end it. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to stick them here preemptively. The heads are all going to end up in a little baggie. And then mess around with that later. Yeah, I just cleared a little shelf space off right here. Because the turtles are getting way too confined. And I kind of want to open things up a little bit. So I was messing around with that too. Which, speaking of, I guess we'll do the turtles while we're sitting here. Are you guys excited about the Oscars? I was going to make a little video, but honestly, I haven't been feeling that great lately. It's been kind of an ongoing thing. So I never got around to doing it. But super excited, though. Really happy for the team that worked on the visual effects. So here is the foot soldier. Double checking the chat. Comes with quite a bit, actually. Like I said, it's kind of weird because it's like random foot soldier dude. Come with like ripped off head, extra parts. Yeah, oh, that whole little skit before that too was just hilarious. So I'm still kind of a little miffed that she didn't come with nearly as many swords as she should have. But then you get like him that just has like everything. The cane figure, actually, it's right next to my head. Give me a second. I can show you. Let me try to snip this real quick. Might be easier to cut. I see that, and then I see like how many little intricate spots it's got. Little wire cutters. I really think we need to lay these things to rest. Because I have another pair just hanging out on my craft table that could also be used for doing the same thing. Yeah, see, NECA did make a Joker figure, didn't they? They did the Dark Knight one. Personally, don't own it. Like I said, superhero figures, like Marvel DC stuff, I don't usually buy too often. And I have to have a really good reason. Well, I really like that joke. Really like Heath Ledger's Joker. It's not something I really feel like I need like displayed. Odd saying because I have like the Batman and Robin ones hanging out down there. That's a different story. Movie's fantastic. I don't want to hear otherwise. Here's the foot soldier. Oh yeah, there's the Alien Joker, which sadly I never got. I seen it before, and I was like, do I need it? Nah. Want the Predator one though. Oh, the Green Lantern, the Yellow Lantern Predator, just because super cool. But detailing is really solid on this. I also really love too that they kept these guys robots. Just kind of harken back to like the animated series. It's also got 2 spots to put some swords, so that's sweet. Unlike a certain figure. Yeah, that was kind of the sucky thing about those is they were kind of hard to find. Oddly enough, that's like I think the one nice thing about living in my area is we kind of have everything like a bigger area would have, but it's easier to find stuff. Usually, anyways. There's the smush face. Also comes with the severed head. My favorite, still that Awakened Shin Godzilla. Because I never really hated the original Shin. It's not perfect, but it's also not the worst thing. And I feel like that figure just like improved on everything. And also it gave your Shin Godzilla figure everything it really needed. Like outside of it having like the shooty lasers out of the back, it's pretty much perfect other than that. It comes with a bunch of extra little hands. Probably gonna actually put the gun hands on this guy just because I think they look cooler. Am I supposed to crisscross them like that? They don't fit. I think I gotta stage them. Which means I can do this the other way. Ultima's a good one. Ultima's one of those ones I was very pleasantly surprised with the way that one turned out. That one's really solid too. So here he is with the swords in the back. So you can't really. Oh, I guess you can have them going the other way. Every time I do one of these, I always feel like I'm putting them in wrong. Because I am. They're supposed to bend the other way. Also, keep forgetting I gotta start with the lower one and then go to the second one. So there we go. I did. He's currently hanging on the floor. We'll get to him in a sec. I still have to get Splinter and Leo, but I was hoping, because from the sounds like NECA Store was getting them first and everybody else you could pre-order. I've been waiting for it to pop up for everybody else because I don't really want to pay in advance if I don't have to. But I might just have to bite the bullet on that one. So next question. Oh, they're not gun hands. It's just for some reason I thought they were like a cannon. Like in my brain, it just seemed right. Sup, Aaron? Don't talk about Liberty to me. I still want to play that game so bad. So I have to be like, I think my laptop could almost run it. Let's just say screw it and give it the college try. I don't think it'd go very well. Because it's like I have like all the capacities, but I know my processor is not remotely good enough for that. But we'd be close. We'd be close. So here it is with the piece on for the extending armor bits. There we go. karate chop hand in there. The new Hagedor is honestly, personally, I like it better because I really like the metallic gold because it's just the way I think of Ghidorah. The one that just released, well, I guess it's still releasing stateside because it sounds like people from big like that pre-order like on Big Bad and similar sites still are waiting for that thing. But that one's way more movie accurate, right? But I just like the gold, and it comes with beams, and he's slightly cheaper. It's I think the frustrating thing is it's slightly cheaper, and also kind of just a hot mess release as it is because again with the distribution, like everybody doesn't even have the first Ghidorah. Like, why are we releasing a new one for pre-order before people have even gotten the original ones? Like, it blows my mind because of course now everybody's canceling the pre-orders because why am I going to pay for this this child of mine? Why are you going to pay for a regular one when you could get this one and get beams and save some money? It's stupid. So yeah, it's frustrating. Thankfully, I got mine through CalcusToys.com, so I already have mine. Yeah, I think I was talking to a couple of other reviewers, and it was just like, I don't understand why this wasn't like a Christmas thing. Like, why not have it come out, like, announce it and release it, like, towards the end of the year? Like, maybe announce it mid to late summer if you were going to do anything with it. So then you possibly would sell out of the Ghidorahs, the demand would come back up like they did with a lot of the other Haya figures. And then, hey, we got another one, pump it out. Right? These things are comfy. I like these shirts. I still wear them. I wear them around the house a lot, but super comfy. Not even that bad to work in because they're kind of like airy, which is odd for a like Chinese knockoff shirt. Oh yeah, but somebody wants to see Kane. I actually had to move him not that long ago because Arnez knocked him. One of the videos, Arnez was like knocked him off the shelf, and I'm now realizing he has a little scuff in the paint job on his chin, right there, which is fine. But still, like, easily one of my favorite things I own at the moment. Love the way he turned out. Pain in the butt process, but looks good. Yeah, I was just saying, I think the kit's kind of expensive now because when I picked it up, it wasn't bad. So I think I got mine for like $50 plus shipping, but now it's been out for a little bit, so it's definitely on the pricier side. I don't know if anybody's done bootlegs of it. Maybe. But it's a really sweet kit. Like, even if you don't want to invest time into painting it, still looks fine. Looks better if you paint it, but still looks good. But like I said, I wanted to kind of match the other NECAs, which are really clean. My favorite thing about that video, too, is I had people complaining that I didn't weather it. And they were super frustrated with it. They're like, I didn't weather it, I didn't dry brush it, I didn't do some things. I'm like, well, technically I did dry brush it, it's in the video. That's how I did a lot of the armor plating, because that's how you do armor plating, is you dry brush the silver on it. But again, I wanted to match the other NECA figures, which aren't weathered. So if he was super weathered, nobody else is weathered, seemed kind of weird. Then, to be honest, if you look at the maquette too, it's not really weathered on the maquette either. So, but I was wrong for that one. Well, glad you watched it though. Yeah, that was a super fun one. And even that still has like some little scuffed and dings I put on it, and then just the way the paint was on it, like how I painted it, it can chip sometimes, and it also makes it look a little better. She's having too much fun up there. Anyways, we unbox the wrap. Hopefully I get Arnez over tomorrow, because actually one of the things that came in too was for Arnez. But that'll wait for him. Hey, Godzilla King of Kaijus. This one's kind of stuck. There we go. On a high note, these things are still like my favorite things. NECA turtles usually don't disappoint. Is that taped in or is that just kind of stiff? You know, I would hope they would do a Super Godzilla. But then again, I think... Jeez, this does not want to come apart. Oh, there's little tabs. Explain some things. But a lot of the reason why they're doing the gun to begin with is because of the puppet, right? The Godzilla. Don't mind me just getting some size out with a knife, as you do. But my hope would be is that they would do the Super Godzilla to kind of go along with it, because to me it just makes sense. I also think it would sell really well, and it'd also be one of those figures that I think would be unique enough that would also hopefully retain some value, which is kind of my only issue with X Pluses. Because anytime anything ever gets kind of expensive, they reissue the darn thing into the ground. Or the thing just doesn't do that well, and then it just gets cheap anyways. At least from my experience, you get some that's will hold or appreciate value, but they always seem like whenever I end up trying to resell them or whatnot, it's just always a nightmare. Because even some of the harder to get ones, you don't even get really what you think you should. And even then, like the Ricks, like I've had not the best time. Like I had the Ricks of the like the Godzilla versus the Smog Monsters and stuff. I still ended up losing a little money on them. Which I was fine with at the time because I lost a little money to it, but I was still making more than I would have made selling it to a shop or trying to sell it on eBay, but you still sucks a little bit. Pretty much the thing I learned is you just buy the Gigantics. The Gigantics always hold their value, they go up. Everything else is kind of a crapshoot for the most part. That being said, I do have an X Plus on order, so I can't really say much, but I kind of the line's more of a like I have to I more want like the niche, like things that the like niche things and suits I just really like. So for instance, I got like the cybernetic Godzilla on order. Here's the RAF. Looks freaking dope. Look how jacked and swole. It's got the patches. Face looks nice. I like that his knee pads kind of look like a turtle shell. Wrapping looks good. Yeah, the face is just kind of like, he looks kind of perturbed, and then he just has, oh my god, screaming for my life face, which is probably the way I'm going to pose it. Now, X Plus is a company, so they make like high-end Godzilla statues that are also vinyls. Always seems like it happens every time I stream. It just everything gets loud instantly. but they do a lot of the like you get the suits and stuff like that. The minus one looks super sweet. Oh, what figure? I think what I was talking about is the Cybernetic. So it'd be the 1984, but it's the animatronic they used in the movie. And not the actual suits. So it does look different. So it's like at any time you've really seen like a close-up shot of him in the movie, or like when he's actually like doing the roar. That was the giant animatronic, and they make it a statue of that animatronic. So I'm grabbing that one. I just got in we did the review of it, but the Godzilla Tower one. Here's the yelly face. Probably stick that one next to Karai. And then he's got a little spot back here to put the size in. Size are a little terrifying, but they do fit in. He also comes with random arrow because you just get stuck with quite a few of them. I like that they make the death scene one of him too. I kind of want to get. I'm gonna be honest, just like have him on the shelf, just with a bunch of bows sticking out of him. And I like the foot soldier. It comes with a bunch of extra hands. Keep on keeping on. Yeah, as I say, I really like the 2012 show. I don't really got any figures from it though. Outside of like, I have Karai from it. I have both the Karai, so I have her and then the serpent one. Hanging out down here. God, I always hated these boxes where everything's just cardboard wrapped. So glad they went back to the package. I was like, I don't even need plastic, just like kind of like open packaging. I would almost be okay with, and then leads to people fudging with them because, of course, people can't leave the action figures alone. Didn't X-Plus make a Dagara? I thought they did. I could be wrong. It's been a couple months since this guy's just been hanging out here. Here's the Chrysanthemum. Not too bad. It's kind of the thing with some of these figures where the armor really looks a little fakey, but that's just nature of the beast. Like it's just colored gold plastic. But I kind of dig it on him because it's not super bright and shiny, kind of like sometimes like McFarlane will do. And it's got a bit more of a weathered look to it, which looks really nice. Now, assuming this is the weapon, which is wrapped in cardboard. Oh, that is a huge beast. Slight bend to it, nothing some heat can't do. Yeah, the Descador is really sweet. That was one I almost grabbed a long time ago. But funny enough, still haven't got any of the Mothras. Like I would, if they make like the Mothra Leo, and like Aqua Mothra, I'll buy those in a heartbeat. And then I'll be sad because I don't have a Descador to go with it. But I think it'd almost be just okay just having the Mothras. Let's see, does that part come down? No, that part don't come down. Did I say Leo's still my favorite Mothra? So having just like a version of that in my collection would be sweet. Here's the giant gun. It's true. Because the only real Mothra Leo figures I have is like I got like some of the Bandai vinyls and then some of the kick the table. Some of the old effect sets. Well, not effect sets, but it was like the packs. So like I have the Aqua Mothra, I have like the armor, the Mothra that you can put the armor on. Got a few options, but it'd be cool to have like something a little bit, I guess, more accurate to the movies. Would love like a Monster Arts or something, but I don't know if we'll get those. Yeah, I was gonna say because Aquamothra is one of my favorites too. In terms of appearance. Oh yeah, this was the Turbo Red. Sadly, I don't think we're getting the rest of the team. But it is what it is. At least not anytime soon. And it's kind of one thing on Movie Monster series is like, sometimes they're solid enough. Sometimes not so solid. Holy crap, it comes with a lot though. So you get the turbo helmets. Lightning effect, I probably got like 30 of them now. Get the sword. Other sword with the guard. Extra hand. The gun from Turbo, which looks like a car. As it should. So this has the actual head on it. There's cankles. Ugh. Double checking. It's one thing you kind of got to check with these, especially once they swap to the cardboard, is the quality of these can sometimes be a little hit and miss. The worst ones I've seen were the Ninja Rangers, because a lot of the chests could be really jacked up on those. And I'm so glad that that line came up before they swapped over. Because those would have been frustrating. You open that box and you get like jacked up striping and everything for it. Nuh-uh. Haven't seen The Damsel. I haven't heard good things about it. My wife watched it recently. And she said it was just kind of whatever. And she loves dragons and that kind of movie. So if she says it's whatever, it's probably not very good. Here it is with the helmet on. Kind of sad too, because this is like the only other Ranger team that I would like to finish. And then I'd be okay. Like Mystic Force, I would grab. Like I never really watched the show and I don't have any attachment to it. I'd probably buy them just because they were cool looking. Like them and Samurai. Samurai I'd probably buy, mainly just because of red being a prevalent part of the channel for a bit. Pretty dope though. I thought he only had one extra hand. Oh no, he had two. Okay. It fell on the floor. He had a clenched fist. About to say. I'm like, usually they have like clenched fist and like a pair of something hands. There we go. Gotcha. Okay. It wouldn't surprise me if they did, but it's just like X-Plus has done like so many different suits and figures of like random things that I would just not be surprised if they already had it. All right, finally, open up Yor real quick. I'm not gonna get too much in her random stuff. I was moving some stuff around with the anime things today because I got that Mirko that I had to make some room for. And I still have to actually also make room in the cabinet where I have some of the other Spy Family stuff at the moment. I also still need to pick up the other kids. I haven't grabbed those yet. Whoops. Where'd her butt go? There it is. Oh, well, if you want to see how they did the back of the dress, that's kind of how it is. There we go. Problem solved. I think anyways. That was violent. It's kind of the one thing I always thought was a little weird with these things is like she's wearing high heel shoes, but the toes are posable, unlike high heel shoes. Yeah, they're ball joint figures. It happens. I'm not surprised when something pops off. It's just like I get surprised, but I'm not surprised that the action happened. She also comes with the long hair extension. And because it's this one, it's tucked in. So I don't know how I actually want to pose it. Because faces wise, she comes with quite a bit of them. I'm thinking about closed happy. I kind of like the open mouth yelly. Oh, she also has a little hand for her holding on you. Crap ton of hands, by the way. Also got an extra. Oh, okay, so that's the torso section. So if you want to have her sitting down in a chair, not sure where you get a chair, other than like dollhouse chairs or what have you. And it comes with some alcohol. Yeah, well, that Dagara was like a special edition, which is why it's so darn expensive. Yep, really sweet. I like too that the outfit's actually textured. So, well, you got the back slightly exposed on it. Looks good. Pleasantly surprised with that. I did tell him. I still have to get a solid answer from him if he wants me to pre-order or not. Because personally, I don't need it. The only reason I want it is because it has that docking bay. Only reason I want it. So I can have it just kind of on the display like that would be cool. But outside of that, it's like I have the thing already. And I got Mogira for pretty cheap. Because nobody wanted it at the time. So I think I got mine for like 70, 80 bucks around there. Good investment. Casey's still having way too much fun up there. But anyways, I think that's pretty much it for unboxing stuff. There wasn't really a crap ton today. Like I said, there was a lot of quick things too. It's mainly just like the NECA stuff. I had to grab a couple of things just to kind of flesh it out with some of the random things. Oh, super glad I got that Mirko finally somewhere on a shelf. I had to move some of the other figures around. Still got to do a bit more moving. Because at some point, some more are coming in. So, got to move into that. Storage bins. Oh, man. I was thinking about that today. I do kind of want to get some. Mainly for certain things like I don't want to get rid of. But do I need them displayed? Because for the most part, they're more for niche things like costuming or possibly like Casey play with. Like I got the Star Wars mask and what have you. Kind of debating on putting those up for now. So I have some more room for some more of the action figures, stuff like that. But then again, it's like, if I don't have it displayed, do I really need it? Has been my big thing too. So usually a lot of the stuff I'm like, yeah, I could probably put that away for now. But then I'm like, am I ever gonna actually get it back out? So I think a lot of that's like if I was to be like, yeah, you know what, I'll put like the RoboCop stuff away or whatever. I think at that point, I think I'd rather just be gone with it. So I don't know. Because it ran through my mind with like the alien stuff. Like, do I need all this alien stuff displayed? Like, but then again, do I need all the alien stuff then? So I don't know. Because even for the alien stuff, for the most part, I pretty much got things that I want. There's a couple of extra stuff. It's like that Reborn Xeno Rex thing. The contemplating. But again, it's kind of like, unless I find somebody that really wants it, probably gonna end up losing some money on it. So rather just hang on to it at that point. Oh yeah, Legos would be tough. Especially if you already have it built and trying to store that while attempting to keep it built. Probably isn't going to happen. Actually, speaking of that, Mirko, there's another statue I still kind of want to get. I'm debating. But now that I moved everything around, I'm like, but I still don't have room. I'm just in the same boat. Still got room for it. I do gotta whittle something down though, because this office is getting kind of full again. Actually, more so full because I got more things hanging on the walls now that I didn't originally. Getting rid of the Spider-Man, so that's cool. I got a buddy that does some illustrating, and I'm trying to get something done for the channel. And payment is some figures already. Yeah, it's tough, man. Oh, because other than that, like, what would I store? Because there's some stuff like it probably should move to a different area. Because there's a few things that are in here that probably should be in the basement portion because the basement's like the horror stuff. Spider Gremlin, yeah, he ends up there. Moving around. Yeah, he's up there. He's on the deck with a couple other people. I'd recommend it. As it looks cool. It's fairly inexpensive. Always use CowKiss. You use code Steve CowKiss at checkout. Save 6% if you go there. You'll get it faster. It's a little more expensive than some places stateside, but you also get a lot sooner. Oh yeah, the legs are massive, and actually the stand for it's here, but because of the way the duct is, it kind of just wraps around it, which worked out pretty perfectly. And that's also the AC duct, so I don't have to worry about things getting hot. But like I said, if you're ordering like on Entertainment Earth, which you can also use the link in the description to help support the channel, you also get free shipping, and it'd be cheaper. But you'll probably be waiting a couple extra months to get a hold of it, though. So it's like you win some, you lose some there. Well, hot damn! I was gonna say, glad you found it. As I figured it's been out for a few. I figured those things would be mostly sold out by now. Yeah, because like Monster Arts around here, like I never see them ever. I think I've seen like one at a barn, like I think it was GameStop. GameStop, I saw one eating out there, and I think it was like gone because I had to go and like a few days later because I was trying to hunt down. It's one of the Star Wars things. Oh right, it was the Republic Commandos because they were GameStop exclusives. I was going in it. Sorry, I was going in and out of there for those, and he disappeared during that time. It's okay. I'm actually looking around here. CowKiss, if you use Steve CowKiss, it still pops up for me. Entertainment Earth, on the other hand, you kind of have to be in the link, otherwise, yeah. But if you ever want to, just like click any random video. Any newer random video, they all have Entertainment Earth on there. And you just use that to go search for your stuff. That helps support the channel. And it's free. Well, free not as in you don't have to pay extra money. Yeah, that was a tough one. I remember growing up when I was playing the game, that was kind of a tough one. Honestly, it still kind of is. Like the game's not the easiest with the way it's set up. It was even like I re-downloaded it to play on the Xbox One. Still, is not like you still randomly die to random stupid. Figma Guyver. I didn't pick up the new one because I have the original, so I didn't really feel like I needed to. Because if anything, it would be if they did like different scales, I'd be more inclined to grab them. But then again, they did the big one, and it was just way too darn expensive. So I ended up skipping on that one too. I really wanted to do like Zolanoids. Zololords for the Figmas. That I'd be way more inclined to pick up. Guyver 2, that isn't the girl from the OVA. That would also be cool. Oh, I did see that. That's tempting. It's tempting. Kind of have to find somebody to play with, though. Might be something for streams. Oh, yeah. Anyways, I got distracted. So, get rid of like some of the Spider-Man stuff to a buddy because he collects Spider-Man, but he also does like very good cartoony drawings. And I want to get a new avatar for the streams because Streamlab kind of screwed me over and made it harder for me to do the way I was doing originally. So I could rig it to do it through a different program, but I'm like, at that point, I might as well like try to go a little bit more all out. So trying to make a fairly unique-ish little avatar to use instead of the action figure. I think there's still like looking around here too. I forgot I bought this so long ago, and I still need to customize this thing. I do want to do Scar King. I actually got a Scar King finally. It's actually hanging over there on the floor at the moment. And I did the photos, and I had it set up. And then I found out that when Streamlab updated everything, it got rid of all my stuff. Now I can't remember what the add-on I was using to make a move. It's like image reaction, something like that. Now it's like, they're like, well, you can use like this Discord add-on, and that'll kind of do it for you. I'm like, so then I have to have Discord up while I'm streaming, which is kind of annoying. And I'm like, well, if I'm doing that, there's actual like, it's called PNG tubers. There's apps for that, and you get more options. But using the action figure, it limits what options you get. But if you make an actual like animated character, then you can do eyes can be blinking, all this other stuff. So planning on doing something more with that. It's like the character will be fairly not the most unique thing, but like color scheme wise and stuff. So on something could possibly maybe put on a t-shirt or whatever at some point, maybe. You can't really do a Scar King. But anyways, that's pretty much it for the stream. I think I'm gonna get ready to go to bed. Yeah, because the game plan is I thought it'd be kind of cool to have like a little Dilophosaurus because it's my favorite dinosaur. But I want to have it to be kind of like the color scheme like the old Treadmaster Space Godzilla. So it'd be like blues and whites, and then the frills would be like all the colors around the chest. And then when it's talking, the frills popping out. I thought it'd be kind of cool. And then like the eyes could blink while being stationary, stuff like that. So that's what I'm attempting to do. Waiting and because he had a couple other commissions, so kind of waiting for that to go through and then working on that. And we'll see how that goes. Because I already got the software and got that all hooked up. I wouldn't have guessed. Hey, Spidey Knight. Thanks, I figured. Doing good. Real quick. Yeah, if I can unhook you guys, I'll actually just carry you around for a second. Because, there we go. It's easier if I put you on my fingies. I know some people are asking to see more of the collection. There's some random updates. Because I forget when I got those. I know it was like early last year, but there's the random Independence Day dudes. I had to move around stuff on these shelves over here. Actually, I finally got Shredder back in here. Because he took a dive and the back chipped off. And I've been meaning to fix it. Still haven't gotten around to it. But at some point, I'll fill in the little crack, smooth it out, and then probably just redo the silver on the top. Use some rub and buff. But I was kind of cleaning up the stuff down there. And then, if I can avoid all the lights and not trip myself, because that would be cool. It's kind of dark. Well, I was moving some of the anime figures around. Actually, take advantage of the light source as I don't block it. I was putting all the My Hero Academia stuff on the top, and then got like the Some of the other ones moved down to the bottom so they could be showed off a little bit better. Do got the combi. I'm ready for that movie to come out. I'm going to go see it. Bushy beard and all. Oh yeah, there's a Grogu, isn't there? Oh, where is Grogu? I know somebody mentioned. Yeah, now that you mentioned it, I do recall. He's out the Star Wars stuff, doesn't he? Yeah, because there's some stuff up in the rafters that some of the vehicles are hanging out up there. It's kind of like there's a Street Shark, a few other dudes up there. It's pretty much like every square inch of this room's kind of got figures hanging out. Because this is like the Spider-Man that I'm selling. I did see that. But beard's is so great. My face is always warm. It hides my no chin. Because now I look like I have a chin. And it's awesome. Right next to the thermal Xeno. Oh, that way? No. Oh, yeah. It's actually where, for the longest time, the Jason mask was hanging out here. Still got the samurai helmet hanging out. Somebody's still yelling. Yeah, I got these in not that long ago. I still got to finish the set. I still got to get Will Robinson and Judy. And also I found out that these are supposed to be sealed when I got them, but the one Dr. Smith is kind of opening. Still not all the way open, and it's fine, but still kind of annoyed. Random things I didn't have room to put anywhere else. The custom / prototype case for the display. Same with the TVs hanging out there. Watch all my stuff, play my games. Also got to clean out back here. Can't really see very well, but I got movie posters and stuff kind of hanging out there. That got to get put up upstairs. And then, honestly, that's where a lot of storage is at the moment. Because there's a lot of like old magazines and boxes and some of the Power Ranger weapons I didn't really have room to show off. Baby Sinclair? See, he's on the floor. He's on the very bottom shelf down there. It's kind of hard to show off. Yeah, I was gonna say most of the like all the Avas that I still have, it's kind of hard to show. Well, like I have some of the Revolt Techs because they never made them for any other line. So I have like the 5 of the production models. And then down here, one tipped over, but a lot of the Avos are all in here. Mixed with some big O stuff. And then a pile of figures hanging on the floor because still lazy and put them away. Still would like to finish the Kill la Kill stuff. Still one figure I'm really missing, but it's also like a $1,200 figure, and I don't want to pay that much for it. And it's one of those, like, I should have grabbed it when I seen it for, like, back in the day, it was like $500-600, and I was like, God, that seems expensive. Now it's just like, no, it's definitely too expensive. Oh, yeah, the Unit 8 figure is dope. And all the other Figmas hanging out there. And then my Magical Girl stuff. Well, actually, I can't even say my one Hot Toys anymore, but the Battle Angel Alita. Because I got a couple of the Resident Evil ones. Now, I was starting to work on them. Like, I got an 801 recently, but her body's kind of tearing apart. So I got to get a new 1/6 body and swap everything out. It's good times. Good times. Anyways, that's it for this video. So help us to get this guy just by hitting the like button. Subscribe to Cover Ranger today. We also got Instagram, Patreon, can't talk anymore. Instagram, Patreon, Pinterest, Facebook. Guys, like keep up the day with you and donate. Greatly would appreciate it. Also, yes, I would love to see a second one because Battle Angel Alita was awesome. And surprisingly, not a lot of stuff for it. Because because the figure is done, it's seamless in some parts. So like the elbow, it has a joint, but it has like a sleeve over the joint, and the sleeve's tearing, so you can see the metal ripping out from the elbow. I put her away. Not sure where. Actually, I think she just handing out down here with the other one. Oh, yep, she is. Hold on, I might be able to get it. Ugh. So there she is. She also was missing a couple extra parts, but I'm fine with that. Like I said, I can kind of make things work. You'll see here for the elbow, like that one's fracturing, and that one's just gone. So there's that. There's the queen alien I painted up. That's where he lives because it's like the only spot that a good run, like where the tail fits. It's kind of like in front of the TV that's a mess at the moment. Also got this guy. What else it did? It was a fairly simple paint job. Super fun to do though. I like that one because it didn't really require any extra work outside of putting it together, doing a little bit of gluing and painting. That thing, on the other hand, this Queenie here, I had to like re-epoxy like all the legs and the knees and the elbows, the face. She's kind of stuck. I had to 3D print her Minnie mouth on the inside because I procrastinated and waited so long to work on this thing that when I went to go finish it, I couldn't find the little Minnie mouth. So I had to find a file of a little mouth with the mouth exposed, chop it off, 3D print it, and then put it in there and paint it. So you can't really tell unless you look super hard. Those are really dusty. But I did have to do that. So that's not original to it. And like I said, like each of these limbs were all separate pieces that had to be glued together. And you'll see there's no seam lines. Because I had to re-epoxy everything. And then try to blend it and then match it with the paint. I wish my lighting was a little bit better in here. Yeah, one of my favorite little pieces. And I like it too, hanging out up there, because then when people eventually sometimes come over and look around the office, like I said, you kind of see things that like nooks and crannies everywhere, so like stuff's hiding, so you never know what's actually here. That's good times. Anyways, see you guys in the next one. Maybe. That button.